Hi Forest fans, Max Newton here, giving you a quick preview of Nottingham Forest away at Manchester United, the second of four what looked like really daunting away games at the start of the season. But I think after the first two games for Forest and the first two games for Manchester United, we're going to this game with quite a bit of optimism. We put up a really good effort, a really good performance against Arsenal away from home and had them worried. We beat Sheffield United, and you know what? Arsenal are 10 times as good a team as Manchester United are. Manchester United were terrible at home to Wolves, should have been battered. If Wolves would have had, I don't know, me up front, they'd have probably scored a goal and won the game. And Manchester United were pretty terrible away at Spurs, and I don't think that Spurs team's all that. I think that's it's a young, pacey, but ultimately flimsy team that a team with experience and quality should be able to keep at arm's length. So I think Manchester United are very poor. They've also lost Mason Mount, who was their big summer signing. Luke Shaw's out, and their Hoyland guy, he hasn't played a game yet, and he scored six goals in 30 games in Syria. I don't think so. So main danger man for Manchester United, it's got to be Rashford. He's a quality player. He's got pace to burn. He's got skills. He's got a ton of experience. And, they do have quality players, so it is possible that they could ping something in from anywhere. I think the important thing for us in this game is to, if we're going to go away and defend and with a low block and all that, we still need to close them down quickly. We don't want to give the opposition, which is what we did quite a bit last season against teams that had been struggling, is allow them to play themselves into form, allow them to play themselves, to have so much of the ball, pass it around so much that they get over their troubles. And I think that's what we did a lot last season, away at Spurs, away at West Ham, for example. But there were good signs that we weren't going to do that away at Arsenal. So hopefully we keep it tight and then we get at them. And, we've got bags of pace. Obviously, Brennan, Taiwo, Morgan. I think it's a big day for Anthony Elanga going back to his former club. And I predict that we will win 1-0. Anthony Elanga to score the goal going back to his old club. And, first win away at Old Trafford for many a year. I think we'll probably see a similar side to the one that was turned out against Sheffield United, except I think I'd expect to see Ryan Yates play in the midfield. Might play four at the back to have that extra man in midfield, because I think that's something that we learned from the first half of the season last season, was that if we were outnumbered in midfield, teams just played through us really quickly. Having said that, we were successful with five at the back towards the back end of last season, playing away from home. So I think the only change might be Ryan Yates coming in, maybe for one of the defenders, maybe for Mangala if we play the same system. And actually, I'd probably expect to see Musa Niakate come in for Scott McKenna in that back three, and also provides, I think Scott had a iffy game, and Niakate is definitely a cut above, and his long throw could cause a lot of trouble for Manchester United. And if we can go away and get good foothold in the game early, cause them a bit of trouble, Manchester United, don't give them lots of chances, don't give them an early goal. Their crowd at home, their away fans are great, really noisy. Their home fans are poor, very touristy. It's very quiet. They'll be expecting to beat Forest. They'll be getting on the players' backs if we can get at them, get a few early chances, maybe even get an early goal. And, looking at the transfer activity, could be a very exciting next few days leading up to the when the transfer window slams shut. Really excited by these players, by the Brazilians. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi could be a brilliant, he's a quality player, and he's been let down by being a terrible nightmare of a club over the last few years, like Chelsea. He's exactly the sort of player that Steve Cooper can bring on, as is Santos and the others coming in. Really exciting times. Let's see more. Come on, you Reds.